You're listening to
Super Dad. They're so crazy.
Stay tuned to 102 Pearl FM, the #1 fun station in the UAE.
Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Super Dads on 102 Pearl FM, the #1 fun radio station in the UAE. But I have to say, it's a bit sad station today.
It's a somber mood, I would say.
Yeah, this is the last episode of season 1 of Super Dads.
The only reason it's the last episode and you're sad is because we're about to go on a 7-week holiday. So I don't know why that's sad. And the only reason we're taking a break is because you've written that into a contract.
I know, but like most things in life, you can still do things and then complain about it afterwards.
Yeah, enough said.
And there's still no guarantee of season 2.
Well, to be fair, we've got a guest on this week's show that could clear that up for us.
That's the reason why he's here.
Oh, I like what you've done there.
So guys, thank you for joining us on the last journey of 11 weeks, meeting all the Super Dads that have been confirmed as Super Dads by 2 people who aren't Super Dads.
Well, self-proclaimed, I'd some say.
Yeah, true. And self-promotion could be deemed as a positive.
Yeah, in some cases. Other times, not so much. It depends. My wife often says, I don't know why you're qualified to give that sort of information.
That's harsh.
Yeah, I know, but I say it's because I know best.
That's true.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, each week we promised you listeners that if you stick with us for our 12-week season, that hopefully by the end of it, you'll also turn out to be Super Dads. So to our 3 listeners...
Sorry, hang on a sec, 4, because there was that confirmed person that switched on by accident, and then they liked it.
Actually, we were even wrong. It's 2. Because
Sorry.
2 of the 4
are
are
us.
ladies. No, it's even worse.
Oh, so that's the 4 of us. So it's me and you
and
and
our
the wives.
yeah.
Oh, well, to the 4 of us.
Shout out to the ladies.
Oh, yeah, we love our wives, really.
Well, hopefully you've enjoyed it and we've given you enough tools in your toolbox to walk out of this emotional journey as Super Dad.
Yeah, we hope you've learned a few things along the way. I know we have. About health, about fitness, about life, about car rental, AC.
Recruitment.
Well, yeah, that was a good show. We've learned a little bit about you. We've learned a little bit about me.
Well, just to remind everyone who I am, I'm the GSB, and I've been lucky enough to be joined on this journey by my best buddy, Mr. Samuel Browning.
That's me, don't forget.
How's your week been, mate?
Yeah, it's been good. You've been down in Abu Dhabi, haven't you?
I have. Funny thing is, like, back in the UK, I used to live in the southern part of the country, and I'd often have meetings in Birmingham, Manchester, and that is a long distance to drive. But you'd wake up in the morning and you get your Costa drive through, and 3 hours on the road, and everything's fine. I can't figure out for the life of me why it feels like it takes half a day to drive to Abu Dhabi.
I couldn't give you that answer either.
But you know what I'm saying?
It's only a 45-minute drive.
I'm an Ashaz Island if it's 45 minutes, which is actually where I was today.
Okay.
But it just felt like I lost.
Shout out to all of our fans in Abu Dhabi.
Yaz Island represent. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Ferrari World and all that.
How's your week been, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. It's getting very hot. It's one of those things, going out in the mornings now for a run, I can't. It's, vest and shorts weather. No one needs to see that at the moment. But it's too hot to wear anything else. But, trying to fit in that exercise earlier and earlier. I know a lot of people out here that do serious running. I mean, they get up at 1, 2 in the morning to make use of the cooler temperatures. And when I say cooler temperatures, I'm talking early 40s.
That's ridiculous.
Which is an age you still wish you were, Gary.
That's ridiculous. A hashtag get a life.
Hashtag get a life.
I bet they're vegetarians as well.
No.
Sorry.
Vegans.
Sorry, vegan.
Yeah, that's even worse.
I suppose it's all that time they save by not cooking anything.
Yeah, we love you, Paul, really. Don't worry.
Shout out to Paul D. So, very excited today.
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell all our listeners why we're excited?
We're excited today because, as it's our final show, we wanted to bring somebody very special to be our guest today. Now, he is, some might say, the brains behind the 2 idiots behind these microphones, me and GSB. He's the one that decided, for rightly or wrongly, that we would be a good idea to put on the radio. And hopefully, he's not been proven too wrong. But he's a station manager here at Pearl FM. He is a incredibly well-known radio superstar in his own right. He's our friend and yours. It's Mr. Hussein.
First of all, let me say that I would never work with idiots. So you are not. You are a super dad.
Magic Phil?
That is like a special case.
Pablo, don't cut that bit. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
leave
good
it.
bit.
You know, first of all, let me say hi to everyone who's listening to us, and
Our wives.
hi to everyone. I believe Sam and Gary, you are super dads, and that, not just like after like 11 episodes, since day one and before that. And the thing is, like, behind super dads, I think there's so much reasons behind it, and one of the main reasons is because, like, I need it for myself, and I have been selfish, you know. Pablo is over there. I don't know what is he doing till now. I don't know if he's going to join us.
Hopefully he'll
Yes,
come in and
yes.
join us
Yeah.
later on. Yeah,
Yes.
you can, everybody.
Pablo, I think Pablo is really like a very well-known person right now. Everyone knows about Pablo, even more than GSP and Sam, because people are wondering
Famous.
who is Pablo, who is
Famous.
Pablo, who is Pablo.
Hashtag Pablo is going crazy on the old Twitter sphere right
Hashtag
now.
Who's Pablo?
Well, who is Pablo?
Solve the mystery.
I think it's gonna be a lovely journey with you today. Would love to talk about a lot of things and share some thoughts and things that's happened in this season, difficulties and excitement moments and challenges that we have been through for this season. Pablo will join us definitely. He's not going to sit in that room. I don't know what's gonna be like. When is he going to join us? But yeah.
He'll join us soon enough. But look, before we delve deeper into learning a little bit more about you, Hussein, as a family man, we're going to have a quick break. So we're the Super Dads. Keep it here. 102 Pearl FM, the #1 fun station in the UAE.
You're listening to
Super Dad.
Super
They're so
Dad.
crazy.
Stay tuned to 102 Pearl FM, the #1 fun station in the UAE.
Welcome back, guys. This is the GSB on 102 Pearl FM, the #1 fun radio station in the UAE.
You know, whenever you say this is the GSB,
Yes.
people get this perception that you are a hip, down with the kids kind of, hipster, as it were.
No, it's not true. I can't say my full name all the time. It's too tiring
It's triple barrel.
because it's so long.
Right, okay.
That's basically why.
That's not what she said. But I mean, to be fair, it's always cool to have a cool nickname. I mean, I'll call you GSB. We've been through this a number of times before about why GSB sounds cool, but SB, it doesn't really work, does it?
We need to
Sounds
come
like
up with
a cheap knockoff.
something. We need to come up with something.
Maybe we'll run a competition. Obviously, now we've got our email address. People can email in superdads@pearlfm.ae. Maybe you can think up a cool nickname. My name's Sam. I'm on the radio. I'm friends with Gary. You know,
Last name Browning.
Go crazy. Maybe don't go too crazy with the Browning name, but see what's out there. I don't know. Feel it out
You got any nicknames, Hussein?
For me or for yourself?
for you.
For me.
Have you got any nicknames? Anybody call you anything? Big H.
Actually,
We call you Big
Hey,
Papa.
I still remember,
H-dog.
like, when I was being like in the middle school, I had like a teacher who was calling me Sehs.
Sehs.
Sehs, as if like ha in the middle.
Really?
This is the way how they like calling anyone whose name is Hussein or Mohsin in
Really?
Egypt, and he was like, for respect to that teacher, so he was calling me all the time Sehs, 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 Sehs.
Well, he was obviously a memorable teacher because if you can remember the nickname he gave you.
Oh, definitely, and that name stuck with me for like a couple of years after that. Yeah, and
Well, if we think about good nicknames, I mean, we only have to cast our gaze beyond yonder pane of glass when we see the big Pablo. Now, for a number of different reasons, we can't name him. You know, we've speculated that it may be because of lawful reasons.
It's
Gary,
love on the run,
it
baby.
is, it may be financial reasons. We just don't know.
nobody knows.
But hey, Pablo's a pretty cool nickname.
Well, hopefully we're going to find out a little bit more about Pablo today when he joins us from the glass box of emotion.
The other side.
come on, Pablo, come and join us. Like, I'm going to say a few things about myself. So, for anyone like who's listening to me for the first time, my name is Hussein Al-Atuli. I'm a father of 2 kids. My son is at 10 to 11 years old, and my daughter, she's 2.5 years old. Yeah, I think I have been here at Pearl FM like 3 years so far, and this is the first time we are having a show just for dads. Since the beginning, it was only for children. Then there was a shows for mom's cafe. For anyone who was listening at that time, they still remember it. And dads, nothing at all. Like,
Don't forget the Emmy awarding Happy Families with Princess
Happy
Lisa.
Families, it's like a full family show, but I'm saying something dedicated only to dads. You know, the thing is, nobody believed that there would be something like that. You know,
Yeah.
why? I mean, with all respect to everyone, but dads deserve something, and here you are, guys, and here like we have a super dads. And Pablo next to me right now, he just come. Welcome, Pablo. Join us.
Welcome to the table, Big P.
Thank you so much.
Why don't you-
It's an honor to be here.
Why don't you tell the listeners who love you so much
Okay.
a little bit more about you as the mystery man? I mean, you know, redact names. Please don't give your children's name out on the radio. Don't give any addresses or phone numbers. But tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, yeah, my name is Pablo. I am 21-year-old.
Watching him say it makes it so much more fun.
So, what is that with the name? I mean, I'm really happy to get a name like this. And yeah, my family, I have a kid, 3.5-year-old, and my wife, and she works in Jibilali. And yeah, so that's and especially I've been in this radio field for a lot of years, but I must say it's really inspirational, motivational, and whatever you guys spoke till today was actually for a learning from the bottom of my heart. I must say that you guys actually not as a producer, but as a dad, I have a long way to go to reach super dad. But yeah, thank you so much.
Well, guys and girls, you won't be able to see this, but I'm about to go and give him a little hug.
Oh, he needs it. Oh, it's beautiful. He needed that. What a guy. Well, I mean, the reason that we wanted to have this as our final show for this season is that Gary and I may be the voices on the radio, and people often tell us that we have the faces for radio. That's why we're so good at this show. But it could not happen without Hussein and without Pablo. They're the driving force behind it. They give us the freedom and the flexibility to be as stupid as we are when we come up with these crazy harebrained schemes. So for those of you that don't know, I'm sure you'll have listened in between, but all of the promos that we've had, all of the crazy links that we do in between, that's been Pablo. They're his ideas. He puts them together. He's an incredibly talented guy in music, in radio, in film, in TV. I mean, he's done it all. So we are very, very grateful to have you working on the show with us, buddy.
By the way, Pablo, I think I'm gonna need you like more than any time ever for this episode.
I can feel it already.
I think you should start editing now.
So, guys, tell us about a day in the life of.
Well, that is something. First of all, I don't want to be I don't want it to be sound as super dads is something. You know, I'm a fan of like the feeling of it and everything around it. But after saying what I'm going to say right now, I hope not everyone feels the opposite.
It's okay, we'll keep it light, Hussein. We'll keep it light, don't worry.
So basically, a normal day for me is waking up early morning, around 5:30 in the morning, 5 sometimes, and I go like having my shower, like then go to pray, and after that, because I live in Ajman. Living in Ajman, it's sometimes really difficult because of the traffic. That's all of the people living in Ajman and Sharjah drive toward Dubai, and so you can tell like between 6:30 till 9, it is like really difficult time to drive, and you have to spend around like hour and a half sometimes in the roads till you reach to your place. So this is it. I have to wake up early morning and come here like all the way to the studio. The good thing about the studio and Pearl FM, it wakes you up early morning. We have the Breakfast Club show starting from 6:30, so I'm not feeling any bored like in the way. Just tune in and listen to Saif in the early morning, enjoying his time with the kids and all the conversations. So my time like start at the minute I'm tuning in. So it doesn't need to be I have to come to the office and punch in like in the machine over there. So the minute I tune in, I'm already like starting my day and at work. I listen to everything, to the content, to everything that's going on, scheduling. Then I come to the office, saying hi to everyone. I have to walk at least for 20 minutes around the center to say hi and good morning to everyone around the place. My colleagues here in the studio, our cleaners, our office boys, everyone, all friends around the place. This is how I believe the best way to start your day.
No, absolutely.
With a big smile, with a big hi to everyone. And after that, having my, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes alone. Nothing else, like nobody is around you. I'm me, myself, and my coffee, and my laptop, and my paper.
Is that on the toilet?
No,
That's a super dad. That's the only time you get 15 minutes to yourself.
That part, like it's a kind of hidden file. You need to go to the settings. So basically, this is how it goes. I stay here like let's say today, for example, I'm here like from early morning, and I'm going to stay up to like 11, 12 at nights. Definitely, when I go home, my kids are already like sleeping. Maybe my wife is still that. It depends if on her schedule and the next day morning. If she's sometimes awake, if sometimes she's sleeping also. That's it.
What's your wife's name?
Ruqayya.
Big shout out.
Not going to try and pronounce
Not
that
gonna.
one, are you? No.
No, I'm definitely not going to try.
No. As soon as he said it and he rolled his R, I went,
Yeah.
Gary's got this in his locker.
One more time.
Ruqayya.
Ruqayya.
Yeah, that's it.
You see?
Well
Na,
done,
na,
buddy.
na, na,
Yeah,
na.
all right, fair enough.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to
But I mean,
Ruqayya.
so you say that you go home at 11, kids are asleep, you're up early. I mean, how do you balance family time? Like, where do you
This
work
is the
that
thing, most of the time I'm really busy at work, and finding a time with the family, this is what I'm trying by every weekend, let's say. And during the weekdays, it's very difficult for me, honestly speaking. And the problem is, and the big challenge, not the problem, the big challenge is what my sons, or like what my son is thinking what I'm doing. Most of the pictures that's showing me, like wherever there is like this news coverage or something, that is showing me among kids. So my dad is going to play with kids. This is from my son words, and this is very difficult. So when I go back home or something, so we are like at work, how come work and you are playing with those kids in the pictures? Why don't you play with me? It's a big challenge, and it's really sometimes not easy to explain. And the kids at that age, they are like mixing between work and fun time for them.
They don't understand the difference.
It's really not easy. So yeah, I try to make it in the weekends time. Totally zone out, so try to be away out of my, from my phones all the time in the weekend, just answering. I have two phones actually. I keep one for the business and the work and everything, and the other phone for the family. So I try to be myself with that phone. So I spend all the time with the family and the kids. Also try to rest, honestly, because my body needs to rest after at 12, like sometimes 13 hours a day during the week. That's really not easy. So yeah, we try a lot of things, what my kids like, what my wife love to do. So this is, I keep it totally for them. Cinema, go to like water parks. Now the summer is coming, and definitely whatever there could be a plans, I spend the time with them. And yeah, basically this is it, the quality time with my son. This is really what I'm trying to have every time I see him, because having, let's say, not much of time with my son, especially at this age. I believe it's really sensitive age, between 10 and 11, and this is where the personalities and the character of the boys or girls getting shaped. But quality time is the only thing I can give at this moment. 30 minutes or 1 hour, 60 minutes a week, spending that time just for a level of conversation should be in a way that I'm explaining myself and I'm giving what I believe is my son need to hear from me. Other than that is just playing, watching something, eating together, whatever it could be.
So you get quality time within the quality time.
Pablo,
tell us about yourself and explain to us why you have 3 phones.
3? I have 5. Or is it a different one every day?
Okay, now I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay. Since my name is Pablo, it's okay. The truth can go. I can say what I want.
See, now you're happy you have this mask of no one knows you. Mystery. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay, now coming to my life, I was an extremely lazy person. Now was. Okay? I was I'm telling you, I was very afraid to take care of my kid. Even if my wife says, can you just be with him for 2
Wife's
hours?
name?
Huh?
What's your wife's name?
Pabli?
Very good. I like it, Pabli.
Pabli.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pabli.
Pabli, you know who you are.
Yeah. So, in fact, I had this. So, I'm good at my work. I'm only good at my work. I am only good at my work. I wanted to stress it again and again.
Yeah.
So, as a person, as a dad, I don't think I will give out of 10, maybe a 3.5, because first of all, I have my family here. My wife's mother is there, or my mother is there. Sometimes they come on visit, or it's been 3 years. I was surrounded by my family always, all the time. So I never actually gave that attention as a person or as a dad. If I look at myself, I was always afraid to be a dad.
Yeah.
That's that's truth. But I still remember when the Happy Family episode, Gary and you came as guest, and how you were talking about your day and how you were planning your day, and when you had 2 kids, and how he was talking about his how he brought like 10 years 15 years back 15 years back, how he brought up kids and how he was handling it. For me, trust me, I don't know how many people got inspired, but I started thinking about myself being, because I was playing a very safe game. Because even if my kid is hungry, I don't need to go and feed him. He will not ask me also. Yeah. But the thing is, somewhere down the line, I felt this kid is disconnected with me.
Yeah.
That was the truth. But last 1 month, I've been actually giving a lot of time. In fact, I told one of the days where my wife was not able to take a holiday, and my mother-in-law was supposed to fly back to India for 2 days. And I told my wife that don't worry, I'll take care of him. And she was like amazed, really?
Wow.
Amazing. So what did you do? I mean, what was your day?
See, the thing is, I was not trying to do anything. I was just being myself, and I was just trying to give him my attention, whatever he wants. I was just be with him. I want to learn how he is, first of all.
Yeah.
But I never gave that attention because the whole...
It's your first child, though, right?
Yeah.
You see, it's not like you can read this stuff in a book. I'm sure all dads were just as rubbish when
100%.
When the son or daughter was like 1 year old. It's just, for me, I don't think it's so with mums, it's kind of this inbuilt
100%.
lady kind of amazing sixth sense. They just kind of know what to do. We haven't got a clue.
But they also, and I said this is, the question that everybody asks you, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to be a parent? The first time you have that, you have a child. And I was looking back now. My wife was ready the moment we found out she was pregnant. She had 9 months of realizing what was happening to her, and so she was preparing. I had nothing apart from watching her go through this incredible experience, and a shout out to every mother out there who goes through that, because we could never do it, and I don't care which dad out there thinks or man thinks they could. We couldn't. We'd be hopeless.
Silly man flu. Come on.
We would be hopeless at it. But for me, it didn't become real until the moment I held my daughter in my arms. That first moment. That's when I realised, right, now it starts. Not that 9 month build up. It didn't become real until that second. And it did take time. But Gary's absolutely right. You can't read it in a book. Like, how do you know that at 2 o'clock in the morning you're going to have to walk around a bedroom holding your baby, singing? Sophie, our eldest, wouldn't sleep. The only way she would get to sleep was by playing Britney Spears, one of her latest albums, as loud as it could go, on
That's
repeat.
enough to put anyone in a coma.
I mean, I'm not. Britney Spears is. I'm sure she's a lovely woman, but I'm not a biggest fan. But for some reason, that worked with her. But I mean, it does take time to do that. I mean, do you feel better now, having committed that time.
Exactly. I that's what I was saying, that Super Dad and Happy Family, both of the shows. For me, it really showed me another part of my life, and in fact, the whole perspective has changed. Because whenever he gets a fever itself, a small fever, I used to get so panicked.
Yeah.
I never want to see my child being in that state. But when I saw like 5 mothers came for Happy Family, I just wanted to mention that special needs. That episode, and how those were like 5 angels sitting and talking to.
Yep.
And
100%.
how confident they were about their kids, and so I was just, when I went back home, I literally had tears in my eyes when I look at my baby, because he's he's coming and hugging me, hi dad, all those things. It's like the moment when I started noticing it. He used to do everything. I'm saying this from the heart, from the actually bottom of my, because literally when I had tears in my eyes. So those little things I started noticing after listening to you guys.
But again, don't beat yourself up too much, because that sort of feeling that you went through in the early days where I was just good at my job. There's so many aspects to being a super dad. And quality time is great, and having that emotional connection is fabulous, but being really good at your job, working really hard, and being that provider is so important.
It's ingrained into us.
Yeah.
I mean, in men in general, I mean, wow, we could go on to a different conversation about why gender stereotypes are there, but I don't think that's for this show.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2, come back. But listen, talking about season 2, we're going to take a quick break now, but when we get back, we'll talk about maybe what's next for Super Dads. But he's GSB, I'm Sam, come up with a new nickname for me. Hussein and Pablo are here with us in the studio. 102 Pearl FM.
You're listening to
Super Dad. They're so crazy.
Stay tuned to 102 Pearl FM, the #1 fun station in the UAE.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's really feeling different when I'm taking over.
I know. For those of you out there wondering where we are, GSB and Sam are still here.
No more GSB, no more Sam, no more Pablo. And,
it's the Hussein show.
Just me right now at the moment, and this is like something. No. The thing is, since day one, I have those things like those questions in my mind for everyone. Every time when I see a person, I ask myself a question. What type of person? And the thing is, I have never I don't agree with the people who judge a book by its cover. Whatever it is, I live with every person I see, I met in a conversation, over a dinner, over a meeting, whatever it is. It takes me time sometimes to understand how people think, and especially like when we go through an event or like things that need to show the potential of any person. This is where I learn the others people, and with Sam and Gary, it has been a pleasure and something I learned a lot myself, and I believe Pablo has said a lot of interesting things, and right now he's over the phone.
He's ringing his wife.
I love you. Can you please put me on the phone to my son? I need to tell him I love him.
He's not listening. He's listening.
We caught you, buddy.
Maybe he's ringing his mate to find out what your nickname is.
By the way, we are live right now. I don't
Stop
know
shouting.
if he's covering over the window. So basically, if I want like a mess and asking a question to Gary, the thing is, at first, when it comes the point that you are going to be chosen to be a super dad in a show, what was the feeling? What was the like? Would you imagine like something like this? Would we like we're imagining the journey will be as if where we are sitting right now?
I thought it was ridiculous.
I did too, to be honest, when Gary called me.
It's sort of half a joke when we suggested it. No, it's been amazing. It has been fun. But not what I expected at all.
It's been a lot of ups and downs for you, hasn't it?
Yeah. I think I don't think I'm in my natural environment. I think if I was to say I felt that I was quite naturally funny and quick, or
Which
something,
you are funny.
yeah, I think I can carry it off from that aspect. But this wouldn't be my natural environment, probably. No, this is very much an open kind of look at me, I'm great, and that's the direct opposite of my personality. I'm not that guy. So it's been a challenge for me, but I've enjoyed it.
Do you feel like the life behind the mic is totally different than what is happening over the streets at home or something? You as a person are totally different outside, or like is it the same with you? Yeah.
No, I think you're exactly the same on air as you are off air.
Yeah, I've completely been myself. I haven't even tried to put on a radio voice, which is why probably sometimes some of the listeners don't understand a word.
By the way, your voice is commercial. It's on the money.
But
The Grasby voice.
But no, I've done nothing. I've not done anything like this before. So yeah, it's been an eye opener.
Such an experience. Like, would you feel like that is was it affecting somehow, or like changing the way that you have been, or like added something to your life as a father, as a dad, as a family man?
No, from the aspect I'm at the later end of everything. So all the journeys that you're all on, did it years and years ago. So I think what's been nice for me has been to be able to reminisce more.
Look back.
Yeah.
Remember the good
So that's
stuff.
been good. That's been nice to reminisce.
If I may take this question to Sam, like, was it the same for you? Like, how's the feeling, or like, how do you see it, the journey from day one till now?
Well, I mean, I'm immensely proud of what we've done. I think fundamentally, Super Dads is about two friends who are dads sitting down and talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like Gary and I do this in coffee shops all the time. We do it with our wives. They don't like listening to us, but we like listening to each other.
That's why we needed this room.
And so and that's why we need a soundproofed room to do this in a way for So that fundamentally what it was, and Gary and I have always been, we're very good friends. We bounce off each other very well, but we're also, there is no pretense between the two of us. I can tell him anything, and vice versa. And it's a very easy way to communicate. And we've talked a lot on a number of shows about the importance of men being able to talk to each other. And so, when you said, or when Gary bent your arm behind your back and said, I think we should have our own radio show.
Me? I remember that being a little bit different.
No, I'm kidding.
And that was my radio voice.
Is it?
That was a good radio voice.
Thank you very much.
Try that one out for next season. It was, the concept of Super Dads. I mean, Hussein, you came up with the name Super Dads. Based on the crazy ideas we had about dads helping other dads, and you really wrapped it up into that package. I mean, we were not in any way, shape, or form saying we are the best dads there ever has been or ever will be, but what we want to do is enable other dads to learn. Same way that you told us then, Pablo, you learned something from us.
I believe Pablo is the best example.
100% perfect example.
Not just because he's part of the team, so nobody's listening.
A very important part.
Nobody paid him anything. He's like,
We'll pay you after, Pablo. We'll
someone?
pay you
There's a
after.
couple of $100 dirhams short on my wallet.
I'll find that later. But I mean, it really, and I said very early on, if one person takes something away from someone that we have on or something that we say, that's the important thing for us.
Well, it's job done, because
absolutely, Pablo's done it. And we hope that there are more out there, and that from the fantastic guests that we've had on, I've learned things. You asked about, am I different now when I look at it? I feel I share more. I think I'm more open when I talk to people. I'd spend more time talking to Gary, more time talking to friends. I try and be a lot more present with my children. We talk all the time about how you balance busy work lives, making time. And so I do put the phone away when I get home, and I spend time with the kids.
Yeah, I think maybe if I've got, to be fair, if it's lucky for me at the moment because obviously Ted's here from the UK, and obviously we've got Autumn. Ollie is still in Plymouth in the United Kingdom, but I think I have wanted to spend more time with them at the weekends, barbecues and just family meals and stuff. The sorts of things we did 5, 10, 15 years ago. So yeah, I'd probably take that from it. But I think that again boils back to the reminiscing.
I believe this is really interesting, and every time I hear that the people what they're saying about the super dads, I most of the time I keep all the feedbacks to myself. I'm not being selfish here, but the thing is part of the programming cycle and everything that we are trying to build up for our audience, the mix of shows that we are doing at Pearl FM between kids and families and mom's show and dad's show. This is the only and first dad show at Pearl FM. I believe this is what makes it unique, what makes it different. Another question I have is for you, Gary. If I may ask, you have this is the episode number 12, and so it has been an 11 episodes before that. What is the closest, or what is the most episode you feel that was very close from your heart?
Cool, that's a good one. That's a tough one.
I think I know which was yours.
Oh, which one?
I think based on the way our relationship started, I think the recruitment one was a very poignant one for you.
Toby?
Yeah, no, the recruitment one, I enjoyed the recruitment one because it just gave me an opportunity to vent. Because
well, that as well.
Recruiters, I mean, what's the point? No,
Thanks, buddy.
No, you're different. You're in house.
Right, okay.
Right, you're in house. You've got a purpose. You ring people back. You take phone calls.
All right, let's not get into it anymore. You've been in once. Let's leave it there.
You don't contact people on LinkedIn and say you've got opportunities, and then you find out that you're a computer program. But,
is it?
So a lot of that's going to get cut out, but. But no, I did enjoy that one. I enjoyed the Safe Show.
Yeah,
that was a good show because we really got to talk a little bit about. One of the things I think we haven't talked about enough is the subject of mental health, etc., etc. I think we've maybe missed a couple of opportunities there on a couple of shows that we've done. But I think probably the Safe Show I enjoyed. I enjoyed the show with Harry. The real estate property. But just on a nose, I'd say the Safe Show.
That would probably be. His would probably been up there purely based on that fact.
Yeah.
I think it was fairly early on, and it was the first real opportunity I felt that we had to tell people a little bit more about us, and the struggles that we've had and what brought us together. Which and I think that it's a huge topic that is very close to our hearts. And Safe as well, he's all about positivity. But it was also a very fun show. I mean, he's a million miles an hour. Anyone that listens to The Breakfast Show knows that he's a million miles an hour.
It's tiring. We've been on his show a couple of times.
Yeah, we have.
Just sitting there watching him do his show.
I mean, it's exhausting sometimes.
It's knackering. It's terrible.
It is not an easy job at all. Waking up that early morning with this energy to go with kids and bless him, it's not an easy job. With respect to all the episodes, I believe we had a fantastic season. All the episodes we have been doing for this season since day one, to the recruitment, to the nutrition, to the British super dads, British dads, the Facebook group. All of those episodes, maybe I can't recall all the names right now. They are beautiful. Sometimes we believe when we talk to people that this person there is some insights in my life that's matching or crossing the lines where I'm talking about it with this person. So there's some that I feel if there is a specific interview that you felt that is really close to your heart, which is you just mentioned right now, the recruitment. Big question here. What is missing in Super Dads?
What is missing?
Live. Going live.
Salary.
We'll cut everything in this part.
What's missing? I think it should be longer.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it should be a good solid 2 hours. And I think
for me, do you know what I feel? It feels like you need to be in a really time where it is going to be live. And that is you'll have a direct engaging with your audience. You'll have all the questions, all the tools that's connected directly to the episode itself.
You're right. You're totally right. I
That's
think
the
biggest thing we've missed is that
direct
collaboration.
Season 1 is not an easy, by the way. It is really hard. It is really hard because the problem, that you are going to say something, you have the luxury to repeat it or say it. By the way, this is make your time difficult. going live, sometimes people think it is easy, but at the same time, it's not. It's between easy and hard. But the minute you say something, there is no way to go back. It is there.
Yeah, it's
on
out
air
there
right
forever.
now. So you finish and you go. But with this one, it is really difficult. I believe Pablo spent a lot of time between cutting and pasting and changing voices. Yeah.
But I must say that the first episode when they came in, the kind of confused state, how it's gonna sound, and they were very very much worried about how it's. Can I listen one link, and can I listen how it is, and but right now I think the season 2 is gonna be like an epic one. Trust me, it is gonna be an epic one. Why? Because now it's the road is open already. Okay, and their thoughts, I must say that I've been, even for the promos, they were saying that thank you so much for the words. But I must say that, coming up with ideas, both of them, and giving the right modulations will make a production sound good. So, it's a teamwork, and and it's an honor to work with you guys. So it's not just one person's work, it's always a teamwork. And working with Hussein, I was telling, it's been in my 10 years radio experience, he's someone who's open to any creative ideas.
Clearly.
Any creative ideas. And even if he has a point, he'll put that point also.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he has his point and we'll come to a... There were a lot of moments where we used to also think, can we do this? Oh no, there were like not arguments, but we used to have creative discussions over the. I used to be very when I joined here, I used to be very excited about the new tagline and stuff.
Do you know why? Because I'm the youngest here.
But yeah,
Really?
it's not.
Pablo's only 19.
I'm the youngest here.
I told you I'm 21.
I'm 25, and like the rest of you is like crossing 40s. I have to respect you. You can say whatever you want.
But then I suppose to flip the story back to you guys. I mean, as you said, Pablo, you've taken stuff away from the Super Dad show.
Yeah.
As a fan, what would you like to see from the Super Dads in season 2? What would you? What can we have? What path does it go on to next?
Well, I think a live show will make it more... See, the whole purpose of doing this is basically how less the dads communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's the fundamental point of all of
Yeah.
it.
So the idea is now that people listen to us and they will feel like, oh, one day I would want to talk like Gary or Sam, or people, I want to do multitasking things. Now I'll tell you one more experience which I had. So basically I was working in a company, and I have another job also. So in between that, I got another offer I got a film offer. So I was not ready for a multitasking or anything before listening to Super Dad. Trust me, this is my word. Once I started producing the show, when I got a call from a producer saying that we have a film work, I was not even thinking about how will I manage my time. Because when I'm listening to you guys, if you guys can manage this more than 18 hours in a day, for me, music is more than work, it's my passion. So I just said, you know what, I'll do this. But God's grace, I'm able to do it. I'm very happy, and both of them, because it's the work is happening in India, but I'm able to give them good works and stuff. They're very happy with it. So thanks to you guys also. I thought I'll tell this
Got
story.
to stop it. Hang on.
He's gonna do it
Another
again.
one.
It's gonna be another cuddle. He's giving him another cuddle.
Bring it in for the real thing.
Aww. Tell you, it's beautiful. Watching a big man cuddle a small man, there's nothing wrong with that, is it?
So I think I'm the biggest earner by.
Well, you say that because obviously now you're taking on more work because of us.
Where's our
Obviously-
cup?
That's what I was about to say. Because obviously,
Raise my treat.
Bollywood is Bollywood. Hey, you heard it. That's it. Okay, we're going out. Whoa!
We're off to the Marriott Marquis.
Stakes all round,
Prime
everybody.
68.
Stakes all round.
But the big question is to really the boss. What do you think this show needs? Or what do you think it may have missed?
This is a very interesting question, and I've been asking myself this since day one and even before. where is this going? Not just season 1, not just season 2, not just season 3. It's not about seasons. It's about a journey. Where is it going to go? Where is it going? What could be like, not the final station, at least in a midterm plan. Where is this going to be? The purpose of the Super Dads is to help all the Super Dads, all the dads out there in our community who are listening to us. But the purpose of keeping all the episodes and over YouTube, so we will make sure that anyone who missed the opportunity to listen to us live, they could go to the YouTube and listen to the episodes. The purpose of having a social media accounts and putting everything, inshallah, very soon over IGTV and the Instagram is to make sure also that all the episodes are there, because I believe in the content more than anything else. I'm not, I don't believe in just filling the air with anything. Music are there and doing great job. People enjoy listening to music, but the real content is the real which is what's missing here. The most important thing in any community is the content, is the awareness, which is there is no much in the industry. Me myself, as a person who have been in the industry more than 15 years, we rarely find like a really useful content. There is a fun everywhere. I'm sure all the radio stations are doing a great job, but having a content where me myself I can listen and enjoy and get something that would affect my life in a daily life. I'm a father, or like I'm a family man, or there is a mom over there, or there is a kid, or there is someone. This is what is my focus 100%. So when we start this show, the nature of the content might be really difficult. But how can we like change a normal conversation, informative conversation, to be something fun? And that was the challenge for me. And I believe you saw me like since day one, how was like I take it, and what was like the things I was making focus, like sure that we are going to reach that level where we're making our listeners to have fun at the same time they are enjoying. And that was, it didn't come from me, it comes from you as a Super Dads, as Sam and Gary, but honestly speaking. And where we are going, definitely we are going to be closer from our audience. We are going to be able to get to an areas where we can communicate much easier with our audience, with our fans, with all the questions and suggestions, not just the platform of the radio station. This is where I see it. It could be its own unique brand. It's going Super Dads. It needs to be everywhere, not just over the radio station.
I have one more thing which I got a feedback about the show. This one of my friend told me Super Dad is one of the honest show which I've heard on radio.
Another hug.
I want to start cradling you like a baby in a minute. I'll pat you on the back and everything. No, I think just to close that off before we go for a quick break, I think definitely we would agree that we've developed in confidence as it's gone on.
Definitely.
I really enjoyed the first show. The guys from Facebook, not Zuckerberg, but the guys from British
Zuckerberg. They are not.
The Brit Dads Dubai, and but I enjoyed the show, but I thought performance-wise was just awful.
We've come a long way,
yeah.
But it's like Pablo said, the first time we come into it, we're finding our feet, we were confused, we didn't really know, you talk first, I talk first, we wrote down a script that we were trying to find questions, we didn't know how to pull content.
I believe this is it. The chemistry between both of you helped a lot. We are not just people who are meeting with like each other for the first time in the studio. You are like true friends, a true family. That helped a lot. There is a lot of respect between each of you. There is a lot of things that is really rare to find these days. Not just people who are just like doing something for a reason or a cause till it's finished and goes. No, there is a true family relation here happening, and it shows. And I believe everyone who is listening to us, or like everyone who was listening to the first season of Super Dads, noticed the same. So thanks to you. And this is an inspiration. This is an example. I believe all the Super Dads join your hands together.
Well, I think we got away with that, Samuel, because no one knows that actually the first time we met was when we came onto Happy Families.
We play it off well, buddy.
We've done it well, mate.
Play it off well.
So we're off now for a quick break, so stay with us on Super Dads. This is the GSB on 102 Pearl FM, the number one fun station in the UAE.
You're listening to
Super Dads.
Super
They're so
Dads.
crazy.
Stay tuned to 102 Pearl FM, the number one fun station in the UAE.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Sam, and you're listening to the Super Dads on 102 Pearl FM. I'm joined, as ever, by my very handsome friend, GSB.
I've had an email, mate. Someone's got a nickname for you.
Oh, God, here we go.
It's from a guy called Jack Jones in Russell K.
Right.
Casper.
Casper.
Yeah.
Oh, can I start calling you Ronsil then? Yeah?
Love it.
All right. Those of you from the UK will know what that's all about. But we're also joined by Pablo and Hussein, the other members of the Super Dads team. And obviously, as everybody knows, the last part of our show is our favourite part of the show, and it's where we do a deep dive into some of the more obscure areas of your life and your favourites. So this is
Super Dads question time.
You see that? They know that so well. It's amazing.
I love it.
That meant the world. That was awesome.
Well, this week also we get to find out about
Exactly. Because we've never done this before, have we? We ask everybody else's.
I know, no one cares about us.
All right. Well, look. What I'll do first is I'll ask you the 10. You can then ask me the 10, and then we'll ask Pablo and Hussein. We'll find out how it goes. All
Let's
right?
go for it.
It's GSB. Favourite film?
Oh, it's a tough one. You know what? I'm a movie buff, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of loving Infinity War right now.
Interesting. Okay. Favourite sports team? Any sport, any team?
The mighty Manchester United. Come on.
Terrible team. Favourite restaurant in Dubai?
Prime 68.
Okay. Guilty pleasure? Song to sing in the shower?
Sweet Caroline.
Favourite child?
Why is that funny?
It just is.
It's a great karaoke.
I didn't say it wasn't. It was just funny.
Just me in the shower.
Yeah, singing Sweet Caroline. Yeah, it's just funny.
Ba ba ba.
Favourite child?
All of them are my favourites.
Cop out. Best meal your wife cooks?
Sophie.
Yeah. Don't be weird.
You love it, Juliet.
Best meal your wife cooks?
Oh, so many. It's ridiculous. She wasn't a principal of a nursery, Kangaroo Kids, best nursery in Dubai. She'd be like a cordon bleu chef or something like that.
Stop stalling. Give us a meal.
It's got to be ribber beef roast dinner.
Okay. I think I know the answer to this one. Safe or Magic Phil?
Safe.
Best holiday destination?
Cornwall.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Black, no sugar.
Favourite Super Dads presenter, Gary or Sam?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go...
Pablo.
I'm going Pablo.
Pablisi. Okay, good. I like that.
All right, there you go. Short and sweet. Best film?
Oh, man. What have I watched recently? What do I really love?
Too much time, man.
That is a tough
I
one.
went
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, classic. Favourite sports team? Any sport, any team?
England Rugby.
Ooh.
Union.
Best restaurant in Dubai?
A good one I've been to recently. We're loving Nando's at the moment with the kids.
Can't beat Nando's.
It's good, isn't it? It's easy, simple food, isn't it?
Peri peri all day long. Right.
I think it's pronounced piri piri, but hey, whatever.
Peri peri and piri piri. It's a new sauce they do, mixing it all together for people who think they're funny. Favourite child?
I couldn't possibly choose.
Well, Dad could though.
It's always me.
They'll cut
he
that.
much prefers me than my sister. It's an easy one. She does listen, so Victoria, I love you.
What's up, Vicky? Best meal your wife cooks.
She does an amazing lasagna.
Nice.
Very
Lasagna's
good
come up a
lasagna.
couple of times this
Yeah,
season.
she does a very good lasagna.
Safe or Magic Phil?
Safe. A lot of love for the show. Always puts himself behind us.
He does. He backs us a lot.
He does.
Best holiday destination?
Hawaii.
Ooh, I didn't even know you went there.
Yeah, I went for my 21st birthday a long, long time ago. It was. It'd be a very different experience now, I presume, with kids. But yeah, wonderful place, beautiful.
Black and white pictures moved on to obviously phones.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Teal
there was an oil, as opposed to if you went in your youth, it'd be an oil painting.
Teal coffee.
Coffee.
Favourite Super Dad presenter?
Pablo, obviously.
Pablo's killing it. Oh yes, I forgot because you're a singer. Song in the shower. Guilty pleasure.
Oh, did you forget a question, Garrett? I didn't realise. Okay.
As you just pointed it out.
Only because the people that will be listening will be going.
Because everyone is desperate to know.
Pablo would have.
What is Mr. Browning's guilty pleasure?
Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. George Michael.
That's what you call him. Right.
Go on then. Which one do you want to ask? Do you want to ask Pablo or do you want to ask Hussein?
I'm going. Let's go. Let's save the best to last. So let's go Pablo. Best film.
Okay. So best film for me is Avatar.
Avatar. Interesting. Okay.
Good movie. Favorite sports team? Any sports? Any team?
Well, cricket, India.
Best restaurant in Dubai.
I don't know. You guys will know it. This is called Calicut Paragon.
Yeah, I know it well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
Calicut.
out if you ever see Pablo in there, give him a free meal.
Of course. Yeah.
Guilty pleasure song in the shower.
Baby Shark. At this moment.
Baby Shark.
Oh, dragging that one out of nowhere.
You've been brainwashed, my friend.
God.
Favorite child.
Well, I have only one. Drupad.
Good answer.
Are we sure about that, Pablo? Best meal your wife cooks.
Well, she cooks pulav. It's a rice, like a fried rice thing. But it's an Indian preparation. It's called pulav.
Very nice. Bring some in next time.
Yeah,
for
feel
season
free
two.
to bring some in.
I will.
Well, actually, we're keto.
Yeah.
So can she do like a chicken biryani without the rice?
Oh, yeah.
Basically just a chicken.
Yeah.
You can just,
bring us a chicken, please?
Yeah. Just get yourself to Waitrose hot counter. Safe or magic fill?
For me, both actually. Yeah,
Oh.
I like both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Comfortable when you're sat there? Splinters in your bum.
On the fence.
On the fence. Best holiday destination?
Well, Goa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Favourite Super Dad presenter?
It's got to be Pablo, isn't it?
Nice.
Yes, Pablo. That's what I like to hear.
Confidence, baby.
Okay, well, now we turn to the big boss. This is the exciting one, Gary. Strap in. This
Let's
is going to be
hope so.
impressive, okay?
Yeah, see.
Hussein,
Yes.
favourite film?
Braveheart.
Freedom!
You may take our heart.
I love the music, everything around it.
Is he Northern Irish?
He was,
Or is he
yeah.
Scottish?
That was, hey, look,
Catch yourself on!
they're all Celts, aren't they? You know, same thing.
You know what they were saying?
Celtic people.
You know,
Scotland,
you know what?
Irish. What are you talking about?
You know what they were saying? The Scottish and local people here like are the same because they are wearing the same. What they cover like
the kilt.
the kilt, yeah. But there's our colored one. We are white.
White Celts.
That is funny, actually. Okay, favourite sports team.
Favorite sports team before and now and after I told Manchester United.
Get in!
Your favourite restaurant in Dubai.
Favorite restaurant in Dubai. I love Glaze in City Walk.
Oh,
Honestly.
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Best Saturday brunch I've ever had.
It's a really nice one.
Okay. Favourite song to sing in the shower? Because we do know you are a bit of a singer, Hussein.
Oh, that is a history. Since when? Yeah, when it comes to this, there is a song I love so much about Abu Bakr Salim, Sammar. It's an Arabic song. So yeah, Sammar.
Okay. Favourite child?
Favorite child, both.
Good answer. Best meal your wife cooks?
Mendy.
Okay.
Not the one in restaurants. That is like a homemade Mendy.
Pablo was looking excited then.
Yeah.
Bring some in for him next time.
We are going home one day.
You're most welcome.
Back to Ashmat. Yeah, okay. Safe or magic fill?
Safe or magic fill? This is a very interesting question. I will choose Sam and Gary.
Yes! Finally someone did that.
We're coming for you.
Hashtag breakfast and drive time. Your favourite holiday destination?
Favorite holiday destination? I believe sometimes Oman.
Okay, nice. Whereabouts?
Oman, quiet areas like in Muscat is a beautiful place. Salalah also, and
Yep, Salalah.
now in the summer where it's heat here, like it's rainy over there, it's a really nice destination to go. Mosquitoes are there, but you can work around it.
Everywhere.
Okay, I think we know the answer to this one, but tea or coffee?
Coffee, no sugar, dark Colombian.
Nice, okay.
Talking coffee?
Favorite I didn't want to use that joke after our conversation earlier. Favorite Super Dad presenter?
Favorite Super Dad presenter, by far,
Pablo.
Pablo.
It's got to be the Big P!
He's got a hat trick.
4 out of 4. Can you believe it? Especially because he voted for himself, which I have to say, that takes confidence. Okay, when you're
Good
sat in the
boy.
room with some celebrities.
Good boy.
Self-proclaimed celebrities. But look, guys, Gary, there's no question in my mind, these two are super dads.
Oh,
They've been
easily.
super dads from day one.
Yep.
This show couldn't work without you, and we are honoured that we've spent the last 12 weeks with you. So
The honor is
thank you so
ours,
much.
honestly. It has been a beautiful time, and I believe what's coming more, it's gonna be more exciting.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be like something totally different. Hopefully, you're gonna work a lot. I think the journey where it comes here, this is just the beginning of something new. Are you ready?
Well, I think Gary and I are ready.
Born ready.
I think the question you have to ask is the UAE ready?
Is Pablo ready?
Pablo was born ready.
No, it has been. Seriously, though, it has been. It's been a blast and learning curve, and it's brought our friendship closer, I think. As I didn't really know you before we started this, but so guys, just because we're off for a bit of a break doesn't mean you can't connect with us still. You can still get us on @SuperDadsDXB on Instagram and
Facebook.
and at Pearl FM UAE on Instagram. And we've also got an email address. Guys, do you want to tell us what our email
the email address is superdads@pearlfm.ae.
And we do read every email that comes in. You may not get a reply, but we certainly will laugh at them.
You know, the thing is, like, the reply will be even like in the social media. So make sure what you say.
We will redact names. Okay? We will keep it very anonymous.
But screenshotting is really, really easy. But it's been great, guys. Thanks for joining us on this journey on 102 Pearl FM,
The
number one fun station in the UAE. Stay super, Dubai.
You're listening to
Super dads. They're so crazy.
Stay tuned to 102 Pearl FM, the number one fun station in the UAE.